What's up? This is BoxingWave. Just wanted to speak on Manny Pacquiao's win over Brandon Rios. We already know that this fight was tailor-made for Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao was not supposed to lose this fight. This was not supposed to be a competitive fight. This was supposed to be a fight that made Manny Pacquiao look good, okay? This is coming off the 2 losses. They picked Brandon Rios to lose this fight, you know? And Manny Pacquiao went in there and did what he's supposed to do, all right? Very easy fight to predict. And it was a shutout. I mean, personally, I think Manny Pacquiao lost maybe 1 round, which was still debatable. I think it was the 8th round where I thought Manny Pacquiao took a break, but he stayed busy. Brandon Rios was very easy to hit. And Manny Pacquiao busted his face up pretty bad. All right, it wasn't stopped. I don't think Brandon Rios was really that hurt. Because we already know that he likes to get hit in the face. I mean, he doesn't like it, but he at least acts like he does. Very, very hard guy to knock out. So the fight went, honestly, I was more excited for the Froch Groves fight. And that's a competitive fight. That's the reason why I was excited for that fight. I knew Manny Pacquiao was going to win this fight. All right. So, the only thing that I see Manny Pacquiao, the only time I've not seen him in trouble, but every time they got tangled up, Brandon Rios took advantage of that and he landed some uppercuts and he would still keep punching while they were in a clinch. And a few times I see Manny Pacquiao back into the ropes and Brandon Rios was just taking advantage of that, came straight forward, rushed him, and landed some punches. Every single time Manny Pacquiao went back into the ropes. Manny Pacquiao never really appeared hurt in the fight. I also think, and I said earlier, if you follow me on Twitter, you notice I said earlier, I think Manny Pacquiao wanted to prove that he's able to take a punch. I think he was taking some punches that he could have easily avoided, with his movement. I think he was standing in front of him a little bit too much. And he made a lot of risks, and he made the fight more competitive than what it could have been, because it could have been a whole nother fight. Even though I don't believe Manny Pacquiao is as good as he once was, we're not getting the Manny Pacquiao that fought Cotto back. All right, the Manny Pacquiao that fought Cotto, De La Hoya, Margarito, Ricky Hatton, that Pacquiao is gone. He doesn't have the stamina anymore. He doesn't have the power anymore, but he's still really good. So, with that being said, the future for these fighters, I would like to see Brandon Rios fight Ruslan Provodnikov or Mike Alvarado for a 3rd time, for obvious reasons. Ruslan Provodnikov is a brawler. He stands right in front of his opponent and he wants to knock you out. Brandon Rios, that would be a great fight. For the guys that like brawlers and like constant action, that would be a good fight. The Mike Alvarado, it'll be their 3rd fight. Brandon Rios won the 1st fight. Mike Alvarado won the 2nd. It's time. I think this would be a good trilogy, and I think his very next fight should be either one of these 2 guys. So as far as Manny Pacquiao, I was a little disappointed. I thought his post-fight interview was very professional. All right, I just didn't like the point where Max Kellerman asked him who he wanted to fight next, and he went back to saying, whoever Bob Orr wants me to fight. For once in your career, it's almost over. Just call out whoever you want to fight. All of this, Bob Orr. If you want to fight Floyd Mayweather, say you want to fight it. That's a fight that people still want to see. It's gonna definitely. People are going to start mentioning this fight now because Floyd doesn't really have an opponent, even though Amir Khan is a potential opponent. Floyd doesn't have an opponent yet, and a lot of people think this fight could still, it could still happen, regardless of, you being with Top Rank and him being with Showtime. People still believe that this fight can happen, all right? So call out who you want to fight. I don't know if it's Floyd Mayweather. If it's not Floyd Mayweather, if you want to fight Marquez for a 5th time, which I think he should, because you know, you don't want to go out in a series of fights with a knockout like the way that it went. You know, I mean, I know you beat Marquez twice. I know it was a draw. You beat him twice. You beat him more, but Marquez knocked you out cold. I think you should fight him before you retire. All right. So I think Timothy Bradley is another option. Very controversial fight. I thought Manny Pacquiao did win the fight, but they gave it to Timothy Bradley. So I think he should also try to fight maybe Timothy Bradley. So I think it's one of those three guys he should definitely fight, whether it's Floyd, Timothy Bradley, or Marquez. I would definitely like to see him fight Floyd the most, because I want to end this whole what if Floyd versus Pacquiao. This thing's been going on for years. Let's just get it out of the way or whatever. If not Floyd, fight Marquez. You know, fight him for that 5th time, win or lose in this series, in this whole, you know, this whole thing between who's the better fighter between you, the two of you guys. And that's how I feel. You know, I think Manny Pacquiao is still good. I just don't think he's the guy that people want to see anymore, you know, and he doesn't have it no more as far as being on that level that he once was. But I still think he's still better than just about almost everybody else at 147. So leave comments, subscribe to the channel, and follow me on Twitter at wavy_10. And peace.